Hello, everybody. How have you guys been? I know it has been honestly a very long time since I've done a cash planning, cash stuffing, any video on this channel, and I wanted to tell you what's been going on. So when I got COVID, it put me behind my work a lot. And at first I thought it was going to be fine, but the thing is, when you work for yourself and you get behind on jobs, well, that means you get paid later. And what that also means is unless you have that money kind of in other places, you kind of have to dip into savings you had, or you get kind of in trouble. So we didn't get in trouble by any means, because luckily I have done this budgeting method and we were able to pull from certain envelopes. And I was just like, it was one of those things where it's like, well, it is what it is. I have the money somewhere. We're just going to deal with that. And luckily, of course, Chandler was still working, my husband, he was still working. That was obviously, helping us and everything. And that was covering things. But there was a couple moments where I was like, okay, I am going to have to dip into some of our envelopes, in order to get things back on track. And it just, it is what it is. So we are back. I finally have been getting, caught up and paid on a lot of things, and it's been really good. And we're back on track with a lot. So I'm back. I truly had nothing to post, and I was just like, well, I don't really know if I should even do like an update saying like, hey, here's a video of me not doing anything, because I can't, but there's what's been going on. I was like, I'll just wait until everything gets, back on track. Cause any money that I had was just going towards like groceries or gas or stuff like that. Like, it was really just essential stuff that we were using off Chandler's paycheck. We had some high electric bills just because it's summer here in Florida. Everything's been going up. And so I wasn't in a position to really prioritize a lot of areas of here, but we're back. So we're going to dive into it. Today we are doing a cash planning. I see Colonel is starting to make an appearance. I always wonder if you can see him. Let me stand up. Oh, you can see his shadow. Okay. We are going to be cash planning $1,280. And for me personally, this is actually a huge accomplishment because I just paid off, and I don't know which video I'm going to post first. So if you're seeing this one first and the other one comes later, I don't really know. You know how I do my debt check-in videos? Well, this includes paying off another debt, which is something that I am extremely grateful for. Again, it's one of those things that I never thought I would ever be able to do in my entire life. You see those numbers start to rack up in front of you, and it gets really, honestly, it gets really depressing sometimes. And you're like, am I ever going to be able to get this down? And we did. And I did. I literally did it this morning before I did this video. We had a whole thing this morning where a Zelle wasn't coming through from my one account to our shared account. And it's taken days. It finally showed up. And then my husband didn't get paid because his job's QuickBooks thing was all screwed up. It's been a morning, you guys. But I was like, okay, clearly I need to take this morning to get everything back in, get the numbers back in, because this is his payday. So usually I'll look at that, and I had some money that was sitting. And so I was like, okay, I want to know, how much I need to put aside for X, Y, and Z, and other things. So we're back on track. So this is from my paycheck right now. So this is what we're working with. So there are some numbers here that I already know I'm going to be putting in certain places. So we're going to start there. We are not filling every single category, which is why I didn't write all of them down. Like, I didn't write gas or groceries or anything like that, because we will most likely just be using Chandler's paycheck for that. And we'll be going from there. So I'm not too concerned about that. So I figured I'm just going to fill these other areas, get caught back up. Obviously, I have not filled a lot of these envelopes in a couple weeks, so some of these numbers might be higher than I normally do. Some of them I might just keep the same, and then as other ones are more priority, I'll put in those. It's all those things. So first thing I'm going to do, and I'm not even going to open my binder for this just because I know I'm going to go into my pet binder all the way at the bottom here, and then horse shows, because this, I really was stuffing 1,000, but this 280 is something that I'd already, like, when I was doing my line items, I was like, I already put that aside, and I was like, oh, well, I am going to the bank. Why don't I go ahead and add it to here and just show that we're budgeting for it? That way I know when I actually go to the bank that I get out the right number. Because my luck is I'll do like this, and I'll do my bill denominations for 1,000, then I'll be like, oh, but I need $280. And then I'll be like, shit. Sorry, but you know what I mean? So 280 is actually going to horse shows. So we're going to really start with 1,000, but I wanted to just put that on there. I have a horse show this weekend. actually go schooling today when I'm filming this, later this morning. And I'm excited. It's my first rated show back since last year at regionals. I've done 2 schooling shows over the past couple weeks just to kind of dip my toes back in. Again, I was trying to wait till the wedding was done. I've been focusing on doing our debts. And so this is my first, I don't even want to say bigger show, but my first show that is a little bit more expensive to do. And this is the last one of these until the fall. So it's the last one of the season for this circuit that they do. So I just wanted to go out there, dip my toes again in it. And then I probably won't do another one of these until October, November, which gives me plenty of time to, put money aside, which is, my goal. So this is almost, my birthday's in a couple weeks. This is almost kind of like a mini birthday present to myself. And by mini, I don't mean mini as in like this wasn't cheap. I just mean mini like this might be the only thing I do. I don't really know. So anyways, we're going to start with 1,000. I'm going to go ahead and put that in our calculator. So now let's go ahead and get into our binders. I did go through these earlier as well to kind of update some of these because when I did have to pull from some of my envelopes, I didn't go ahead and update like my trackers. So I'm pretty sure I updated all of those, but if along the way I missed one, just, bear with me. It is what it is. Household, I know I checked. This one has $23. And I kind of want to build this one back up, but I don't feel like we need to build too much. I'm going to do 25 in here to start just because, honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind, I don't think we need cleaning supplies, but we really need some light bulbs. It might seem kind of dark in my video. I try to use a lot of natural light in my office because it does get very bright in here, but I've had one light bulb going in and out for a while, and we have really bad luck with light bulbs. I actually found out years ago, fun fact, that my building has actually been struck by lightning 6 times. Of course, that's not something they put on the pamphlet because, why would they? But I was like, you're joking. My neighbor told me that, who's been here for years. So I think that's why we have such electrical issues in our building because we can't keep light bulbs to save our life. So that's where we're at with that. Car, I'm pretty sure is accurate. This one I actually might need to check. I'm actually not sure. I don't think I checked this one. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, 152. This one was accurate. So this, and shocker, you guys, I did not get an oil change. I'm actually going to ask my husband if he can go in the morning because the combination of getting caught back up on work and then I was traveling. One of the things I had to get caught back up on work was this big video project I was doing. I was traveling all over Central Florida for it. It was a lot. And I didn't have time to sit at, the car shop for over an hour to get an oil change when I had to be traveling for an hour and a half to get to certain places. It was just a lot. But I think in the morning, I might see if he can just go up the road and do it just because even this past week I wanted to do it, but then I was house sitting for my parents. I was like, Jesus. But I do want to put money in this because I have to get my license updated, which fun fact, guys, I updated my last name finally with Social Security and everything. So I officially have my husband's new last name, which is really kind of fun. I already updated like my one bank. I have 2 banks. I just realized this morning I have to update the second one, but I updated the first one. I did Social Security. So really all that's left is my driver's license. And then I do need to update that second bank, but the driver's license is the most important because my birthday is in a couple weeks and I just need to do that. And that I got in the mail would be like $54. So I want to actually put in $54. That way I know it's in there. And then if anything later down the road, I'll add more in because I know I have more than enough to do an oil change already. So this will already leave us with some money left over. And we've done our license, which I'm just kind of lumping in a car just because in my opinion, it just is. And yeah, future house. This one, we have currently 270. I have been watching a lot of motivational videos and I've been kind of really kind of trying to lock in on goals for myself this year, making myself a better person in terms of every aspect of myself. It's just something I've really been working on. And I was seeing some videos where like, if you want something to happen, you have to lock in. Like you really have to just be like, this is what's happening. So because of that, I usually would do like $20 or something. Now, granted, I don't always have weeks where I have this much money. I know that's going to be a fact. But if I have an opportunity to get ahead, I'd like to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to put $100 in future house. And that makes me really happy. So we've got $796 in there so far. Date night, we have $20. And this I'm going to put another $20 just because we still have our movie theater gift card that we used with one of our like wedding registry credit things that we did. We used Zola, and one of them gave us like $100 Zola gift card so we could use it in like their shop. And we decided to get like an AMC gift card. And there's so many good movies coming out. We've got the Formula One movie coming out this month, which I'm so excited. Me and my husband love Formula One. If you love Formula One too, let me know who your team is below. I have like drivers that I like I love Oscar Piastri from McLaren. Of course, I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. You know, he's great. And then from Ferrari, which makes me like Ferrari. And then I have certain teams like Williams. I think the people who run Williams are just great people from like what I've seen. Obviously, I'm not there and I don't know them well. So like I have like a handful of things, you know, that I like. And I do like Kimmy from Mercedes too. So let me know who your team is or who your favorite drivers are if you're into Formula One too. But we've got some of that coming up. So like it would be nice like to do like maybe if we wanted to get ice cream afterwards, or if we wanted to get like a little, you know, meal or something beforehand, like we could do that for either one of the movies or both. And, you know, it would be nice. Emergency fund, we are currently at 115. This is also one I would like to prioritize. So to get us to 150, I'm going to go ahead and do $35. And that puts us in a good spot there. So we're at 741. And any of these I might dive back into, but I'm kind of dipping into some priority ones first. And some of these in the pet binder, I'm not going to lie, are going to make that go by really quick. So that's why I'm being good, but also conservative, if that makes sense. Eating out, I would like to put, I kind of want to actually put 40 here, just because, and this is honestly going towards the horse show weekend if I need to eat out or something like that. Mostly on Sunday, not necessarily Saturday. Saturday I don't show until the evening. But if I wanted to have something, it's there. And then that'll carry us into like the next week. Cause obviously I don't plan on spending all of that at one place. That would be ridiculous. There's usually a food truck. It's like, what? Personal care, we have $38. This I would like to restock. I'm going to actually put 30 in here. Oh, not 300. Back up. Oh, that worked. Okay, cool. Mine's 30. I didn't know what that was actually going to do. I thought it was going to like do everything, but it only did one. It gave me the 1 0. That was great. Okay. Personal care. Clothing, where are we at with this? Clothing, this is one that's going to make, this is a priority one. It's going to make it go fast. 120. I'm actually going to put 70 in here. And this is because we're close to getting Chandler his nice boots and stuff that he wants. And so I gave him a budget of like 170 or 180. I'm going to give him 10 additional dollars. Cause he's been needing new work boots for a while and they do last for a while. So like years, if he gets a good pair. So I would like to get him, Diesel. My dog just hit her litter box. Like to get him in a good position there. Cause he has been very patiently waiting for that. Lily Fund, I did realize I dipped into when I was double checking this. I took $10 out of there. I had 30, so I have 20. I would like to put $30 in here to start. I was doing like 15 and that kind of not only makes up that, but it evens it out to 50. So we're going to do that. Chandler's hair, he has not gotten a haircut yet. He better get one tomorrow. Maybe I'm hoping if he goes to get what was I going to say? The oil change, whatever the word is, maybe he'll get a haircut too, but I'm going to go ahead and put 15 in there. That way he's got more to work with. And then me, I know that I have 50 in here. I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. I think I looked at this one, but this morning was all over the place. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I have 50. So I need 25 more to get my hair cut, and it is coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and put 25 because my hairdresser should be back from maternity leave soon, which is very exciting for her. I can't wait to hear how her baby's doing and all of that. It's going to be fun. All right, let's get into the expensive binder. Let's lose all the money right now. This is my pet binder, as you guys know. This was one that, again, it's, you know, I just haven't been able to stuff as much. We have ordered things since then, and it was one of those things where, like, I didn't feel like we did have to order dog food, and it was one of those things where, like, on one of my paychecks, I immediately got paid, and I had to instantly buy the dog's food just because we were almost out. So like certain things I haven't accounted for and I haven't stuffed because of that. But we do have a new bag, but because our dog food has gone up, it's about $100 now. I am going to go ahead and fill half of this just because I have the opportunity, and then we'll be kind of back on track and I'll go back down to my smaller amounts just because I don't have to do that all the time, but it makes me feel better. Cat food, we have $14 in here and we are close. So 46 minus 14, I'm just going to do this off to the side. 32. I'm going to go ahead and put 32 in here, because then that'll be back on track, and then we'll start, you know, from scratch there. Nail trims, I still have a handful. I think I might skip this for now, just for a moment. I may come back to it. Dog supplements, I definitely want to do. I've got 35 in here. I want to go ahead and let's put 15 in here. Perfect. Dog sports, I know I want to do 40 to start. That'll give us more barn hunt lessons, because we have not done it since then, because again, everything went to hell in a handbasket. Pet supplies, we do need to fill this again. I know I need to get cat litter, which is going to be like $23, because I used the last bit this morning. It'll last us a little bit longer, of course, but I know I need that. And then is there anything else I need? I'm gonna do $30 here, just to get that started. Okay. Horse care has 46. I'm going to do 20 there, because I just bought some more hoof stuff. So that's why that went down. Horse shows I already did. Vet visits, I want to start with 50. And then I may come back to that and do more. Pet meds. This is one I got to get caught back up on. I know for sure I want to do 66. This one may this is one I'm going to have to fill again when Chandler gets paid, because I have been doing the 66, but I had to get Diesel more meds for his nail trims for like one prescription specifically, and that cost like $20. So originally I was going to do 86, but when I wanted to do some of this other stuff, I was like, I'll just grab that 20 and maybe another little bit from Chandler's paycheck. But this still gets us back on track pretty well. And then future horse, I actually don't know how much is in here, because I have yet to put one of my trackers, because I'm the worst. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Oh, we have 80. Oh, we're going to put 20 in here. This will give us an even 100. And then I'm going to put this and start our high yield savings. Oh, that's exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay, minus 20. Now I can finally start adding some interest, because y'all know we're going to need it, because ponies are expensive. It's ridiculous. Okay, business finder. So domain, we're not adding anything into. I've actually added stuff. I got an email update the other day that my domain is going up to $15 instead of $12. And we've had like a couple like random dollars, you know, put aside or whatever. So I've just put them in there. So this is already technically complete again. But I just wanted to let y'all know why that went up, and why, if you guys saw it like as I turned it. Hosting and security has $52. This was one I had to pull from something. I did renew my website and everything, but I had to, I don't know what I had to pull from this to actually set everything up, or to pay for something else. And so I have 52 in there. I'm going to go ahead and do $30 in here, just because I need to start building that back up, because I did still want to pay for all of it annually. And my first month I got a really great deal, and my new hosting provider is honestly fantastic. My website is so much faster now. Everything is faster. So I'm a fan. Canva, I'm going to skip. ConvertKit, I would like to do, let's do 25. There we go. Taxes, I'd like to do, I have 30. Let's do another 30. Minus 30. Cool. Travel, no. Photo shoots. You know how I had that plan about doing some of that? It didn't really work out how I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and do 50 in photo shoots to start. I want to check in my summer binder here and see what I want to put in there, and then maybe I'll add more, but I have a feeling that's probably going to be where it's at. So, okay. I want to start with the holidays. I know I'm going backwards here, but I want to start where I really want to catch back up. Christmas, I want to go ahead and do, it's 20 minus 20, so now we have $53. Thanksgiving, we currently have, is that 40? 40, I'm going to do 5 minus 5 equals 48. Halloween, I'm going to do 5 minus 5. Summer, okay, summer has 45. This one I actually have not checked. 20, 30, 35. Oh, we do have 45. Oh, okay, cool. That's actually kind of nice. Summer, we have 45. And I currently have $43 left. So why don't we put 20 in summer minus 20. Cool. And then that'll put us at 65. And then Mother's Day, I could technically start saving for this one for next year. I'm going to put this off to the side. I want to let me close this because we had a great time with that, by the way. That actually was really nice. I want to check and see where I'm at with everything. See if there's any other thing I need to like put more in instead of that, and then do that for the next time. I mean, we can never start to really saving for that. Household, car, future house, date night, emergency fund. It's one of those things where I'm like, what would be a better, you know what I honestly might do? I'm going to skip Mother's Day for now. I want to make vet visits. I want to turn that into 70. And then these $3 I'm going to put in nail trims because it's $23.25 anyways. I'd rather have more money in vet visits because we really got to get caught up. Hi, Cordell. It's Curdle Mustard. Because technically I do have some appointments this summer for the animals, especially Annie. She needs to get her rabies shot in July, and then she has her annual like a month or two later. And she has to get that shot separately at a different appointment because we go a lot of places. And I was like, I can't wait, you know, like it was like 2 or 3 months to get that shot, and she goes places. Like, to me, that just wasn't safe. So that finalizes that. So let's go ahead and do a grand total here just to make sure. 25 plus 54 plus 100 plus 20 plus 35 plus, I think I subtracted something. Hold on. I think I subtracted instead of that because that doesn't seem right. 25 plus 54 plus 100. Yeah, plus 20 plus 35 plus 40 plus 30 plus 70 plus 30 plus 15 plus 25 plus 50 plus 32 plus 3 plus 15 plus 40 plus 30 plus 20 plus 80 plus 70 plus, sorry, it takes forever, 6 plus 20 plus 30 plus 25 plus 30 plus 50 plus 20 plus 5 plus 5 plus 20, 12, what did I miss? I'm missing like $35 or $25. All right, let me do this one more time. Hold on, guys. Somehow, I still, no matter what I did, ended up with $12.55. And I know for a fact I've like gone over this multiple times. So I'm assuming that means that I don't know if I have extra money left over or if I'm assuming I entered something, but I have done this twice. So 1280 minus 1255 leaves me with $25 more. So if I do end up with $25 extra, I'll probably put that either into Mother's Day and start that for next year, or maybe I'll add it to future house. So just know there may be some discrepancies there, but I don't know what I did. And it is what it is. So let's go ahead and do our bill denominations. We're going to do 10, 10, 5. We're going to do, let's do a 50 and 4 ones. We'll do 100 for future house. 20 for date night's fine. 20, 10 and a 5. 2 20s. 20 and a 10. 50 and a 20. 20 and a 10. 10, 5, 25. We'll do a 50 for that. 20, 10, 2 ones, 1, 2, 3, 10, 5, 20, 2 40s there, 20, 10, 20, 100, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 50, 20, 20, 40, 60, 5, 66, 20, 20, 10, 25, 20, 10, 50, 25, 5, and 20. Yay. Okay, cool. So those are our bill denominations. I'm going to separate that for myself right there. And this is what I'm going to go to the bank and ask for. And from there, we'll do our cash stuffing video. So thank you guys so much for checking back in. And if you've seen this video after me being absent for a little bit, I really appreciate you guys coming back. It really means a lot. I missed doing this. This is actually so much fun. This makes budgeting actually enjoyable. And it's nice to see how much progress like we really have made on a lot of things. So definitely come back for my cash stuffing video. Hope you guys have a great day. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to be part of my awesome community, and have a great day. Bye, everybody.